After the Pittsburgh Steelers lost to the Houston Texans in Week 4, head coach Mike Tomlin said that there are going to be some changes. Everyone thought that it's going to be the end of offensive coordinator Matt Canada. Mike Tomlin has a weekly press conference where he addresses everything that's going on with the team at that time. So everyone's waiting to hear about the changes. And when the press conference came around, here are the changes. Keanu Benton, he will be starting. Broderick Jones, the rookie number 14th pick, he will be starting. And the newly cornerback that they brought in, Desmond King, he will be playing slot corner. Those are the changes and a few other roster changes. Oh, and they will be practicing in pads. So a more physical practice, pads, and some roster changes. That's the big change coming after the Week 4 loss to the Houston Texans. Now, playing, having a more physical practice, bringing the pads, having a padded practice. I don't know, what's the difference between that and training camp is. Training camp was a physical practice. It was physical, and so I don't see the difference there. And some roster moves. Now, the Desmond King in the slot, I believe Desmond King should be playing on the outside. You put Desmond King on the outside, you start him on the outside, and you start Joey Porter Jr. on the outside. You put Patrick Peterson in the inside, put him on the nickel slot, because I believe his outside days are over. And then Levi Wallace on the bench. Levi Wallace and Joey Porter Jr. should switch roles. He should only get 7-8 snaps like Joey Porter. You leave Levi Wallace on the bench in case you need him. If somebody gets hurt or, something like that, a package, the package that you put Joey Porter in, then you do Levi. I think the days of Levi Wallace, his snaps should be cut down. And Joey Porter should be up. And Desmond King should start on the outside. Patrick Peterson, great career, but it's about over on the end, either slot or safety. The outside, as you can see, it's not working. So the firing of Matt Canada, which people, are waiting on each and every day that goes past, each and every game that the Pittsburgh Steelers play, waiting to hear the news that Matt Canada will no longer be the offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know in the past, the Rooney stepped in. Rooney stepped in for the Todd Haley. That was a Rooney hire, Todd Haley. So, maybe Mr. Rooney have seen enough. And if, Mike Tomlin don't want to make the change, then maybe it'll have to be from the Rooney. But these changes are nothing. This is not what fans wanted to hear. A lot of people are disappointed. I mean, how could you not be after you lose 30-6 to the Houston Texans? Rookie head coach, rookie quarterback, rookie offensive line, rookie team. And the only thing you want to change is a physical practice and some roster moves. Now, basically, you're saying, hey, if we play physical, a lot more physical football, maybe we would have won that game, is what I get out of that. We got to play physical. We got to practice more physical, when everyone said that the training camp was probably the most physical training camp around the NFL. So you've been playing physical. It had nothing to do about being physical, but if that's the way he looks at it, you got out-coached. That's what people was waiting to hear. Some accountability on the coaches' end, the head coaches' end. They out-coached me. I know that will be kind of hard for a coach to admit, especially a head coach. You got out-coached by a rookie coach. That's a little bit harder to say, It's easier to say, hey, they outplayed us. Now you put it on the players. So now, how long will that last? Some players saying, hey, maybe if we'd have had better schemes ran and been in better positions, we could have played better. So now if things don't get better, and you do that, you're going to have some guys that's going to step out and say some things about the head coach because he's not taking accountability, for his end. He's just saying, hey, we need to be more physical. So you guys put the pads, shoulder pads, strap them on, put your mouthpieces in and hit harder, and we will win some game. We will win games, which you just got to have a better coaching scheme, starting with the head coach on down. And that's what it is. Mike Tomlin can't fire himself, so the fans wasn't thinking, expecting him to say he was going to step down. They didn't expect that change, but a little accountability on the coach's end, and he did say, they was asked, will Matt Canada be, will you be switching the offensive coordinator play calls? He said, not at this juncture. So maybe after the bye week, it may be a different juncture. So he could have just said, no, we like what we got, this, but he said, not at this juncture. So maybe it's in the cards. Maybe it's, they're warming up to the idea. But these changes here are nothing for fans to be excited about, especially after losing 30-6 to a rookie team. We're going to practice more physical. That's it. And we're going to move some guys around. That's it. No accountability. So hopefully things get better because I like Mike Tomlin as a coach. He did some good things with Pittsburgh Steelers. He's known to keep the guys engaged, but not putting everything on them, saying they're not physical and not taking, any accountability. I don't think that's going to last long. So you might get a game or two out of it, but, you're going to have your players talking about how they want Matt Canada gone. The fans already expressed it. You can't hide it for too much longer. Some wholesale changes are going to have to be made soon, not the minor ones just to make them and just to have something to say. We made them. Some real ones. Some ones that's going to really affect the team. So Mike Tomlin said there was going to be some changes after the Houston Texans loss. And the changes are more physical practice, pads in practice this week, and some roster moves. Broderick Jones will get to start. Keanu Benton will get to start. Desmond King, slot corner. Those are your changes. You have a physical game, Baltimore Ravens coming up. Division game, those games are always tight, down to the wire. 3-point game normally. So hopefully those changes will help out in week 5. And we'll just have to see about that. Coach Tomlin made his changes. And we'll just have to see what those changes do moving forward. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.